Imagine waking up every morning feeling light, stress-free, and truly happy. No more overthinking, no more comparing yourself to others, and no more chasing things that don't bring real joy. Sounds impossible? Well, it's not. Most of us believe that success and happiness come from having more money, more achievements, more recognition. But what if the key to happiness is actually the opposite? Today, I'll share a powerful life lesson from an inspiring story about a young man named Daniel, along with real-life examples and practical steps you can take to simplify your life and find true happiness. By the end of this video, you'll realize that happiness isn't about having everything, it's about needing less. Part 1, The Story of Daniel, the Chaos of Modern Life. Daniel was smart, hardworking, and full of ambition. He wanted to be successful, impress everyone around him, and keep up with the latest trends. But instead of feeling happy, he felt exhausted. Every day, his mind was filled with hundreds of thoughts. I need to work harder to get promoted. I have to stay updated on every trend. I should post something interesting on social media. His phone never stopped buzzing, his schedule was always packed, and despite his efforts, he never felt truly satisfied. One afternoon, feeling completely overwhelmed, he walked through a park and saw an old man sitting peacefully on a bench, feeding birds. The man looked so calm, as if he had no worries in the world. Curious, Daniel approached him and asked, "Sir, how do you manage to be at peace when life is so complicated?" The old man smiled and said, "Son, life is only as complicated as you make it. Let me tell you a story." Part 2, The Farmer's Lesson. Simplicity is the key. Many years ago, in a small village, there lived a farmer named Henry. He wasn't rich, he had no grand ambitions, but he was the happiest man in the village. His daily routine was simple. He woke up early, worked in his fields, and took care of his crops. He spent time with his family, enjoyed his meals, and slept peacefully at night. One day, a wealthy businessman from the city visited the village. Seeing Henry working in the fields, he asked, "Why do you live so simply? Why don't you expand your farm, make more money, and live a grand life?" Henry smiled and asked, "And then what?" The businessman replied, "Then you can buy more land, hire workers, and create a huge farm." "And then what?" Henry asked again. The businessman continued excitedly. "Then you'll earn a lot of money, build a big house, and travel the world." Henry nodded and said, "And after all that, what will I do?" The businessman thought for a moment and replied, "Then you can finally relax and enjoy your life in peace." Hearing this, Henry laughed and said, "But I am already doing that. Why should I complicate my life just to come back to the same happiness I already have?" The businessman was speechless. He realized that he had spent his life chasing things that would eventually bring him back to the same happiness Henry already had. Part 3, How we Overcomplicate Our Lives. Like the businessman, most of us believe that happiness lies in having more success, more possessions, more approval from others. But in reality, this constant chase only leads to stress, anxiety, and exhaustion. Think about it. Social media makes us compare our lives to people who seem happier and more successful. Work culture pushes us to always do more, earn more, and be more. Advertisements convince us that we need the latest gadgets, clothes, and luxuries to be happy. But the truth is, happiness isn't about adding more, it's about removing what doesn't matter. Part 4, The 7 Rules for a Simple and Happy Life. The old man then gave Daniel 7 simple but powerful rules to live by. 1. Focus on what truly matters. Success is important, but don't let it take away time from family, peace, and meaningful moments. 2. Declutter your life. Remove toxic relationships, unnecessary worries, and distractions that don't add value to your life. 3. Stop comparing yourself to others. Everyone has their own struggles. Focus on your own journey instead of measuring yourself against others. 4. Live in the present. Let go of past regrets and future worries. Happiness exists in the now. 5. Appreciate small joys. A good meal, a genuine laugh, or a quiet moment in nature bring more happiness than material things ever will. 6. Avoid overloading your mind. Daniel's biggest mistake was trying to do too many things at once. Instead, the old man advised, do one thing at a time. A calm mind is a powerful mind. 7. Limit your desires. The more you want, the more restless you become. Learn to be content with what you have while working towards your dreams. Part 5, Daniel's Transformation: The Power of Letting Go. After this conversation, Daniel decided to change his life. He stopped chasing unnecessary things and started focusing on what truly mattered. He lived in the present, enjoyed the simple things, and let go of the pressure to impress others. He felt lighter, happier, and more peaceful. Months later, his life completely transformed. Years later, Daniel became a motivational speaker, teaching people how to simplify their lives and find real happiness. His message was simple. Happiness is not about having more, it's about needing less. Part 6, How you can apply this to your life. If you feel stressed, overwhelmed, or stuck in the cycle of chasing success, ask yourself, what am I chasing, and why? Will this truly make me happy, or am I just following what society expects? What can I let go of to simplify my life? Try applying these 3 simple steps today. Remove one unnecessary thing from your life, whether it's a toxic habit, a useless worry, or an unhealthy relationship. Take 5 minutes every day to appreciate something small: a sunset, a deep conversation, or a moment of peace. Set one clear priority and focus on it. Let go of distractions. Conclusion: the key takeaway. Life is simple, but we make it complicated. Let go of unnecessary stress. Focus on what truly matters. Enjoy the journey, not just the destination. Now, let me ask you, what's one thing you can simplify in your life today? Comment below, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If this message inspired you, share it with someone who needs it. And remember, true happiness isn't about having everything. It's about appreciating what you already have.